so many applications, we should definitely know more about sets. In this course, we will look at the different types of sets and the ways in which sets can be written. Yes, these are the different types. So many of them. Out of all these, we will study subsets in extreme detail. And we will also see how to convert sets from one form to another. After these concepts are covered, we will move on to operation on sets and how Venn diagrams can be used to understand sets better.
This video. What are sets? A set is basically a collection of things. Think about it. What if you were asked to make a list of all the things you can see? Of course, you can't write all the things, but some of the things you would mention are a tree, a cell phone, a puppy, people, and so on. And what if you were asked to write down a list of things you cannot see? You would probably write oxygen, heat, and so on. These are the things you cannot see. A set is a collection of elements, yes, but they have to be related in some way. Let us look at a few more examples to understand better. Try to list down all the cricket-playing nations you know of. I would probably have said India, England, Australia, Pakistan, and so on. Now try to list all the oceans you've heard of. If you didn't know, there are 5 oceans in the world: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern Ocean. Now here's an interesting question. Can we make a set of elements for all the questions you're asked for? The answer is no, not necessarily. What if we were asked to make a list of the good teachers we know? We cannot make a set here because my idea of a good tutor may be completely different from yours. Similarly, we cannot make a list of intelligent students we know. The word intelligent is not well defined. So remember, another important characteristic of sets is that the elements in it should be well defined. All the elements in a set should be related and well defined. How do we represent a set of the first 3 natural numbers? When we are asked to write a set of elements on a piece of paper, we cannot just write it in a haphazard manner. There are a few defined ways in which we can represent sets. Let's see one of the ways in which we can write it. Open the brackets, 1, 2, 3, and close the brackets. We use the curly brackets to mark the start and the end of the set. The set starts here and ends here. Inside the brackets, we have elements. So each of these 3 numbers is an element. Sometimes we may also refer to them as members. And the last thing we need to observe is that we use commas to separate the elements. This is a very clear and concise way to represent sets and is called the listing or the roster method. It's a very simple way to represent sets. All we have to do is list the elements down. There is another way in which we can represent the set we just saw, that is the first 3 natural numbers. It is written as the set of all x such that x is less than 4 and x belongs to natural numbers. I had exactly the same thoughts that are going on in your head right now. You would be thinking that the listing method is far simpler and clearer as compared to writing it this way. But you will soon see this is a very powerful way to write a set. I will explain its benefits in a bit. But for now, let's just understand what this actually means. We will understand it in detail part by part. The brackets have the same meaning. It says that what is written inside it is a set. Now the next part is important. We have a variable here. We have called it x, but you can name it anything. So in our example, this can be read as all x. The colon means such that. This is the first new thing we learnt here. A colon means such that. So this part is read as set of all x such that. It means that we have a few conditions coming up. Here we can see 2 conditions separated by a comma. This one and this one. The first condition is simple. It says x is less than 4. We have this condition since we've been asked for just the first 3 natural numbers. But this condition is not enough, as less than 4 can mean any decimal number or negative number less than 4. And that's precisely why we have the second condition. This is read as x belongs to n, where n means all natural numbers. It means x belongs to natural numbers. It will make more sense if we read the whole thing aloud. It is read as set of all x such that x is less than 4 and x belongs to natural numbers. And the natural numbers less than 4 are 1, 2 and 3. This method is called the set builder method. This method was a bit taxing, but the next method is pleasing to the eye. We again try to represent the first 3 natural numbers 1, 2 and 3. In this method, we just draw a circle and write the elements inside it. So here, we draw a circle and write the elements 1, 2 and 3 inside it. This is called the Venn diagram. The entire set is represented within a circle. All the methods have their pros and cons. No method is good or bad. It all depends on the set we are looking at.